New at midday, keeping a good thing going. As students return to the classroom this year, the Valley has not seen any child-involved crashes in school zones. We want it to stay that way, so it never hurts to get a big refresher on the rules of the road. 13 Action News traffic anchor Zora Asbury joining us live right now from Spring Valley High School with more. Zora?
That's right, Kalina. School zone safety now a major concern once again for parents and officials, especially with the heightened increase in cars in school zones. So joining me this morning, almost afternoon, live is Brian Zink. You are the PIO here of the school district, Clark County School District, and the school zones. We've noticed that before the pandemic, we had about 41 students that were hit by vehicles in school zones.
Right, that's absolutely correct. That was the 2019-2020 school year. Unfortunately, we had 41 kids that were struck either going to or coming home from school.
Now, with this statistic, we noticed that things have changed. We had a decrease in the number of cars on the roadways, but now with kids back in school, what are our major concerns now?
So always our major concerns is pedestrian safety. People speeding through the school zones, not adhering to the basic school zone laws that we have. No U-turns in school zones when they're active, or driving too fast during the active school zones, stopping and standing to let kids out in front of schools. Parents parking in the bike lanes when they're dropping off their kids. So we're just asking everybody to make sure that you're familiar with the basic traffic laws that we have. They're all the exact same traffic laws that we had prior to COVID. We're just asking everybody to, give these kids a chance to get in and out of the school safely. And we do have a decreased number of kids going to school now, but August 9th is right around the corner, and we're going to have a lot of kids coming back to our schools, and we just want everybody to, be able to get to school safe as possible.
Right. We were talking before this interview just about parents dropping off their own kids. Of course, you have your own kids' safety as a concern, but really to think about those other kids.
Absolutely. You're dropping your child off and you say, well, I only parked in the bike lane for a minute, or I, stopped at the crosswalk to let my kid out for a minute. But you have to take into account all the other parents that are out there that are possibly and hopefully doing the exact same thing. And, we don't want to let a moment of inconvenience lead to a lifetime of regret and pain and remorse because you weren't paying attention and you did something wrong and somebody got hurt.
Now, as we're seeing an increase in cars in school zones, what is CCSD doing specifically to manage this?
Well, we've got our patrol officers, and we've got our motorcycle team out there daily doing traffic enforcement. We've got officers that are hitting our elementary schools right now as they dismiss, because we always see an increase in complaints from parents and from the schools about parents and people not obeying the traffic laws.
Now, what do you think that people as a community can do to help? Because I know that this is also a residential area. Most school zones are. What can they do?
Just slow down. We always encourage parents to plan ahead. If you're running late, you might need to think of an alternate route if you can go around a school zone. But if you're going to take your kid to school, leave 5 minutes early, because as more and more kids come back to school, traffic is going to get more and more busy. As the pandemic restrictions decrease, more and more people are going to be on the road. So it's going to get, pretty soon it's going to be almost back to normal. And parents, everyone needs to plan ahead, slow down, be compassionate to the other drivers out there, because, we always have new parents who are dropping their kids off for the first time. A lot of us forget what that was like. It was a long time ago, but, they may not know what to do. The kids may not feel comfortable getting out and going to school for the first time. So just slow down, take your time, and be patient. Don't drive distracted, don't drive impaired. Just be the kind of driver you want everyone else to be.
Thank you so much, Sergeant Zink. I really appreciate your tips. They're very helpful. Now, once again, another thing that we talked about is just that fresh reminder of looking over your local laws. If you've moved from out of state and you're new to Las Vegas, make sure to know what's going on around you. We'll continue to talk with CCSD about their school zone laws, and make sure the next time that you pass through a school zone to slow down. Back to you.